Hey everyone, Eddie Wilson here with Christian Media International. We are so excited for this time of year, for Christmas time, a time where the whole world seems to celebrate Jesus' birth. I just got back from China and I was amazed at how many Christmas trees and nativity scenes that I saw all over a very communist country. But with that comes the responsibility as Christians to do what we can to further the cause of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And at CMI, Christian Media International, over the past couple of years, we've focused in on a couple of opportunities around Christmas time to really raise dollars, awareness, and opportunity for a big project. And so I want to announce that big project today on Facebook Live, and we'll put this out through our other channels as well, and talk to you about an amazing opportunity that we have to help a ministry that's already thriving and going reach deeper into their country with the gospel of Jesus Christ through television. And so I'm really excited today because it's not just me that's going to tell the story. We actually have someone coming in live today from Ghana, West Africa, my good friend, Brother Ted Speer. And so do we have Ted Speer on there? All right, awesome. Hey, Brother Speer, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Brother Wilson.
Awesome.
Great to be with you.
It's good to be with you too. You know, it's so important for us to bring those partners in the ministry right in front of the people that are excited about what we're doing. And obviously, you've got a big following and a big work in Ghana. So tell us just a little bit about what's going on currently in Ghana with your church and your ministry, and then we'll talk about the opportunity that's been presented that we can share with everyone today.
Well, currently we've established a mother church in the second largest city in Ghana. We are in a metropolis of about 1.5 million people. We've established a Bible college, a Christian school, and a yearly pastors conference that attracts. Last year we had over 500 delegates. We've been able to network with many of the fundamental independent Baptist pastors in the country, and we've been able to attract and influence with those men and their followers. Just this week, I had 2 different groups invite me to come and speak to their ministries and have an influence over them. We just, in our Bible college this week, got 2 new students, one from Liberia, one from Sierra Leone. So we're thriving, and it's exciting to see what God's doing, and it's been a blessing to be a part of this ministry, and I'm excited about this new opportunity.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, obviously, I came over and saw the work a few years ago, and I know that you've made massive progress even in those few years and planted lots of churches, and man, it's exciting to watch from this side of the globe as God's obviously doing something in Ghana, West Africa. Ted Speer and I, we got together at a missions group this past summer where I was talking a lot about how we could use television and radio to influence our world. And he decided that he wanted to explore what was available in his area. And so, Brother Speer, if you don't mind, tell us about what's happened and the contacts you've made, and then the opportunity now that presents itself for us.
Sure. We were able to make contact with a lot of different TV stations in Ghana, and our original thought was that we would go out on a small scale sort of satellite TV station. But in our effort in contacting people, we were able to get a hold of the manager of the top station in Ghana. It's called TV3. TV3 would be like the ABC, CBS, NBC type network in America. It is the TV station that everyone in Ghana who has a television set can get. And in addition to the broadcast that they do to Ghana, they also satellite program out to other English-speaking West African countries like Nigeria. So we have been offered the best opportunity that we could possibly have in the country of Ghana to get the gospel out through television.
That's awesome. And so, how many people are there in Ghana, and how many, if you had to even guess, and I know that there's some stats on their website, but what percentage of Ghana could listen? You said every TV has access to this. What does that mean in just the sheer amount of numbers?
Well, the population of Ghana is 28 million. I found an article 2009 that estimated that 50% of households had a TV. The TV industry has exploded in the last 8 years, so we believe that number to be even greater now. The television station that we're negotiating with at any given moment, somewhere between 700 and 1,000 and 1 million people will be viewing that station. They have about 16% of the total viewership in the country. And then the satellite broadcast that they do, it's called multi-choice, and there are 8 million subscribers to that satellite network.
Wow, that is an amazingly large amount of people. We pray and fight so hard for opportunities like this, and oftentimes we start small. We have a radio station, or we have a small satellite group that we go out on, and then it seems to grow and mushroom and get bigger as God gives us opportunity. To start in a country like this with such a massive opportunity is almost unprecedented. And I'm sure that's a testament to the work that you've already done in Ghana and the respect that you've earned from the people. So we are thrilled to be a part.
Thank you.
Yeah. So real quick, we talked about the opportunity. Let's talk about the expense. And so, because you're going out on the NBC per se of Ghana, they're not happy with just producing a one-camera shot that is filming maybe your pulpit or something. They really want some programming, and they want something that has value to their viewers. And so what you and I have been talking about is raising a little bit of money up front to make sure that you have the correct equipment and the studio set up so that you can do this long term and be a valued partner of this television station or the television network. And so obviously we want to raise money first of all to make sure that you have the right equipment. I know you already have some, but need to upgrade and add additional equipment. And then there's the cost of actual broadcasting. And so if you want to, I know that we've put out there right now, we're trying to raise $20,000 for this project, and that'll give you the equipment and the cost of airing for the entire year. Anything you want to add to that as to how maybe some of that's going to work?
Sure. We're estimating right now that our equipment cost is going to be about additional $3,000 that we've already spent. And then the airtime for 1 year's estimated $17,500. And then in addition to that, if the money was there, what we would like to do in an ideal situation is we'd like to run some advertising. The network will allow a, what do you call that, Eric? Crawl. It's where at the bottom of the TV advertise, sort of a crawl list. And then we'd like to put some billboards up in the city where people can see what we're doing. We're looking at probably about $5,000 to do what we'd like to do. So we're estimating about $25,000. We could do all of that. Of course, I talked to you about the opportunity is there for us to find some sponsors down the road to hopefully this ministry becomes self-perpetuating.
Yeah, I love that. A lot of our donors, the ones that have already given, you understand my passion to try to create self-perpetuating opportunities, and this one comes already prepackaged. The station has actually offered and told them that you know, they would love to see them get donors, maybe help them get our advertisers and sponsors, so that this TV ministry can self-sustain long-term. We need to get it up and running. We need to put some seed money into it. But then our goal would be to fund it for 1 year. And then instead of them working so hard to try to come up with monthly cost every month this year they would focus on getting sponsors immediately. And then all the money that comes in from their sponsorship would then begin to fund their next year opportunity with that station. And so we love it because you know, it's not that ongoing $25,000 expense every year. It's something that we can get started and hopefully self-perpetuate, and maybe just have to feed a little bit here and there when there's a need. And so I know many of you out there, $25,000 seems like a ton of money. But when you start thinking about 26 million people, another 8 million on satellite, an entire country, you know, it's amazing when you start looking at the opportunity and start looking at how easy it is to reach an entire country with the cause of Christ. And you can also see how cheap it actually becomes. $25,000 seems like a lot, but it's actually just pennies. And you know, I get excited. I want to invest in it. I know that we've already decided as a group, we've got a for-profit media company, and we've decided that whatever we can invest at the end of the year, we're going to put in it. I know at minimum we're going to put $3,000 towards it. So we've already got another $3,000 towards that 25. So now we're at 22. And I want some of you to consider giving today. We've already got it set up for you to give. You can go to sharecmi.com/Ghana. Ghana is spelled G-H-A-N-A. sharecmi.com/Ghana. Every dollar that comes in goes directly to Ted Speer's ministry and what they're doing with television. None of that stays with CMI. It's our pleasure to partner and try to help raise money for this. And so we're going to give a gift today of $3,000 additional to what we've done in the past towards this. And I hope that some of you will also get on board and start giving. You know, I've said oftentimes that it takes an army of God's people to do something big. And we oftentimes think about the big donors, the guy that's going to write a check for $5,000. I know I've already been talking to some of you. But what I get excited about is when you get on Facebook today and say, hey, you know what? I'm in for $25. I'm in for $10. What can you give for Christmas to this opportunity so that we can help get this ministry the chance to spread the gospel over their entire country? You know, a gift of $5 or $10 or $15 or $25, when multiplied and adding up, all of a sudden takes care of an entire year of getting the gospel to an entire country. Brother Speer, you want to add anything to that at all?
Yeah, I'd like to just simply add that we are in a very good position to follow up with these people. We have a large network of pastors throughout the entire country of Ghana that we know personally that we would be able to use to follow up with people who want to know more. And we also have a Bible college training pastors, and I really believe that this is going to funnel more students into our training.
That's awesome. And I know that's so important to a lot of the people that we work with, is that we don't just put the gospel out and then leave these people to their own. We put the gospel out and then we build mechanisms so that they can respond and then be followed up on, so that the full circle of the Great Commission's there, preaching to every creature, baptizing them, getting them in the local church, and then teaching them whatsoever things I've commanded you, right? So it's that full circle. And so it's so awesome to work with a ministry like yours that already has the mechanism in place that you can follow up. You've got a Bible college, you've got a big thriving church there, you've got a network of pastors throughout the country. And so this just seems like a God-ordained, ready, made opportunity, and I'm pretty excited about that. Amen. Well, very good. So what I want you to do is a couple of things. I want you to consider giving a small gift. If you could give it today, that would be awesome. But as we've done in the past, I would love to see your comment on Facebook. You understand how Facebook works, I think. The more you comment, the more you like, the more you share, the more this is going to spread to your network and other networks around. So the first thing I need you to do is share this video. Make sure that you're pushing it out to the people you know. Tag people in it that you know would potentially give. If you're able to give, and I understand if you can't give, just share it, okay? If you can give, and you can give 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or $50, throw it on there. Put that in the comments. Say, you know, I want to give $25 to Ghana for Christmas. If you can give 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, or you're willing to give the entire amount, put it on there, and let's raise this money as quick as we possibly can so that our commitment in January starts off immediately. And then once you put that on there, go to sharecmi.com/Ghana, G-H-A-N-A, and then you can go on there and actually make the donation. So I want you to share it, I want you to put the amount you're willing to give, and then I want you to go online and actually give that amount. And then we'll come back periodically today, tomorrow, the next day, and we'll tell you how much has been given, where we're at, and we'll give you updates through Facebook Live. We're so excited. This is a really neat opportunity. We use the theme that when the news of Christ's birth in Luke chapter 2, we use that verse in our theme this Christmas, that it was made known abroad, that it was being spread, the news of the Messiah coming. And that's what we want to do this Christmas, is let's make the news of the gospel of Jesus Christ known abroad as far as we possibly can. Let's use the money we have, the resources we have, the opportunity to pray for something like this, sharing it to the people we know, and let's make known abroad the gospel of Jesus Christ throughout Ghana in 2018 by the gifts that we're giving this Christmas. Brother Speer, anything else you want to add before we close?
No, but I want to thank you for partnering with us, and I would appreciate everyone listening, if they can't give, if they would pray for this ministry.
Amen. Thank you so much. Well, Merry Christmas to you. I hope that you guys are having a good Christmas season over there in Ghana. And I just want everyone that can to watch this last video we've prepared for you. And then I want you to share the video. I want you to tell us how much you can give, or let us know you're praying. And then go on to sharecmi.com/Ghana and do whatever you can, or whatever God's laid on your heart to help us get the gospel to Ghana this Christmas.
During Christmas, we read and remember the story of Jesus' birth in Luke chapter 2. Verse 17 tells us, "They made known abroad the coming of the Savior of the world." Christian Media International and Fundamental Baptist Church of Ghana, West Africa have been given an unprecedented opportunity. The #1 watched television station in Ghana has given Pastor Ted Speer the time to preach on this station that will reach every home with a TV in the country. $20,000 will allow them to produce and air this programming for an entire year. To help you understand the enormity of this station, it would be comparable to what we know as NBC in America, where over 90% of all Ghanaians watch. At Christmas time, there are unlimited ways you can give. We are asking for the people and souls of Ghana, West Africa, that this project be near the top of that list. If you are able to give, please visit sharecmi.com. Our goal is to raise $20,000 during this Christmas season. If you are burdened about sharing the gospel, donate now at sharecmi.com.